What's up, you guys? It's Steven with Magic Metal Money, and today, after only 5 short months of waiting, we got ourselves our Secret Lair Party Hard Shred Harder Edition. This is like mind-blowing to me that Wizards can sell a product and 5 months later deliver it. That is a long time. Like, this is Black Friday. This was Thanksgiving. It's now like the summertime. You know, it's been a long time. It's been half a year almost that we've been waiting for these, but they finally got delivered. A lot of people haven't got theirs yet. It's going to take another few weeks for them to finish all this, maybe months. Who knows at the rate they're going. So let's open this. But before we dive in, I did want to throw out, in case you haven't heard, Time Spiral Remastered. Yeah, they're on Amazon now for $2.50 a box, so you can go ahead and order those. Who knows when those will get delivered? Maybe those will be out for 6 months. But you know, if you recently bought a box for $3.50, that feels bad, man. That feels horrible. If you were hoping that this would happen and you were waiting, hoping that Amazon would get them and they would do direct fulfillment through Amazon, you were right. You know, your patience paid off. You can go buy them for $2.50 now. Those are some wild price swings. That's a feel bad experience for a lot of people. Whatever. We'll see if Wizards get better at this whole distribution thing. They've only been doing it for like 30 years, but maybe they'll figure it out soon. Anyway, let's be positive. Let's dive in. All right, here we go. Let's see what this Party Hard Shred Harder looks like on the inside. Lift this bad boy off. This fancy paper on here. Get rid of that. Okay, we got the classic Secret Lair box. The gold on black always looks good. Ooh, and here we go. Starting off with the Anguished Unmaking first. Let's see here. This is gorgeous. I mean, look at this. Just the yellow on black, just so metal. You got this Avacyn type spear, but it looks different, I think, than the actual spear, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it looks different, but it reminds me of it for sure. Looks like a sword here with these wings. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous for sure. Let's clean this up a little bit here. All right. So let's actually open the plastic these are all in. There we go. So Anguished Unmaking, beautiful. There it is. There she is, folks. That's what we're here for. The Assassin's Trophy. Absolutely brutal. This is going to be gorgeous. Can't wait to put this in my Rock or Jund deck. Love it. Decimate looks good. Nice and fiery. Looks like an old, demon devil here going on. Oh, I didn't notice these on the side here. This is a nice detail. These like pillars of statues of like imps. That's pretty cool. It's new. I didn't notice that the first time around. For Decimate. Dreadbore. This one I really like. Like, I like just the simplicity in the colors, but then there's so much going on. Like these flaming swords that are leaving these circles. I'm a big fan of the Dreadbore. I think this is really cool. Obviously, it's not the most playable card in Modern, but your Jund deck, there's always that extra flexible slot for some type of random removal spell. Sometimes it's Dreadbore, sometimes it's Terminate. And let me tell you, when it's Dreadbore, this is what we're going to see copies of. Oh, and those eyes looming in the background, those hands. So cool. This is awesome. And the last one. I honestly don't know how to pronounce this card. Thraxomedondor. Pretty cool. Definitely not my favorite one. Didn't really care about this one, to be honest. Really bought this for these two, right, with the Assassin's Trophy and the Anguished Unmaking, or the Dreadbore. But the Anguished Unmaking, again, I wish this card was more playable. Like, this is the type of thing where the card's so gorgeous that if I'm ever playing a white-black variant, some type of white-black mid-range deck, I'm going to put this in the sideboard, even though it's probably not worth it. Like, there are probably better options, but I'm just going to do it anyway because it's just so gorgeous. All right. And lastly here, we got the Planeswalker Angrath. Okay, I thought these were supposed to be the Japanese variant. No, they're the stained glass variant. That's right. That's right. Okay, so not too exciting there. But, overall, really excited about the Assassin's Trophy and the Dreadbore. And, yeah, you're going to catch me playing Anguished Unmaking when I probably shouldn't. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. One last thing before we end the video. Wanted to throw in a quick thought about the investment opportunity for these Secret Lairs. We've talked about this before. There's probably not a whole lot here. And the reason being is the supply is just going to be so high. Not to mention, Secret Lair isn't like a unique thing, right? Like, there's not just one Secret Lair. There's a ton of them. They come out every month. There's 4 that are coming out next week. So, overall, not huge. There is a little bit potentially of some opportunity. I mean, we'll see, right? Like, we're talking 5 years. These things are going to stay flat for 3, 4, 5 years. I'd be really surprised if they did anything in the next couple of years. But long term, right, there's going to be people who be like, oh man, I love the metal ones. I love the box of rocks. I love the kitty ones. And so over time, as the game grows and as these, disperse into the markets and collections and decks, buying a sealed one of these, they might be something, but one of the factors that's really going to contribute to this is if you can get your price point down, right? Like if you're just buying one of these or 2 of them and you're paying for shipping, that's not going to work, right? But if you're able to like sell the digital sleeves and cash in the digital versions of the MTGO cards, some of them are worth a pretty penny, some of them are worth quite a bit of money on MTGO. So if that's the case, you can get your price point down to like $25, $26, $27 for one of these. That starts to be a little bit more appealing. That's after taxes and everything. You don't have to pay for shipping, and you bought the bundled version, so you get like a 17% discount on that. So if this is something you're looking to do, I wouldn't expect any type of movement for many years, if ever. This is high risk, and I don't think it's even high risk, high reward. I think it's just high risk and probably not likely to move a ton. But if you do, make sure to get your price point as low as possible. You got to get your cost basis down, and then maybe in 5 years there'll be a follow-up and these will take off and they would have doubled in value, which if they doubled in value in 5 years, awesome. That's amazing. Is it even worth the storage space? Is it worth the risk? All things to consider. Who knows? Thanks. We'll see you next time.